I'm homeless. I chose to be homeless. I chose to leave, and I chose to get out of my house. I have officially been homeless for a week. But as you can see, I'm in I have a roof over my head. This is the 24-hour fitness. This is literally the crux of where I keep all my stuff to some extent, or as long as I can. When the day starts, I'm already sleeping outside, but we'll get into how that actually ends up being the case. If you're wondering, no, I do not have a car. I bike everywhere I go, including work. Yes, I do still work. I would bike over to the gym. This is currently the time of 6:04. And so work starts at 11. So there's many different things to do in between that time. First things first, if I get sufficient sleep, I kind of just come in here and start stretching out my muscles. Close to 9. That's when I'll start dashing over to work. And then on the way, maybe I might try to eat some In-N-Out or whatnot, just to make sure that there is food in my system, because with riding a bike everywhere you go, you're burning a lot of calories, and you'll definitely feel it by the end of the day. Depending on the situation, it's only been 2 times that supervisors will offer to drive me back home. A lot of people, when I told them that I was homeless, they wanted to really try and stretch what they could do to help me and stuff. And I am appreciative of all of it. I have genuine people, even at work, that do want to help me. But the entire goal is to really just be as independent as humanly possible. But I do accept help when I can, just to take care of minimal things. But really, home is just literally the city that I'm in. Once I get down to the shopping center, where, there's a bunch of other places and Chipotle's and, all that kind of stuff, then, I'll take my pick of the litter, eat where I need to eat, and then just kind of exist. Sometimes it was just literally me going through the process of even buying the bike. Then it was also just buying other things that I just need, and essentials and stuff. The thing where it's I gotta get a second job, because I want to be able to, the overall goal with this, if you've been asking me this whole time throughout this whole video, to basically have enough money to the point where I can rent an apartment and successfully do it. I have, all my necessary equipment, credit card, whatever. I have good credit and stuff like that. So the biggest hurdle is just literally having that money and using that money to thus then, get an apartment. The biggest reason why I want an apartment and not a room is because I've rented a room for 9 months beforehand. But they don't check if you have good credit. They don't check if you're a good